I got 2 captains. I need 3 more kind of construction guys that are going to be raising frames.
I want him.
All right, you 2 are going to be. Who's comfortable lifting those frames? There you go. I got my frames. So you're going to be the ones lifting them up. Head over this side. And then nuts and bolts. Who's going to be my nuts and bolts? Will you be my nuts and bolts? And you be my nuts and bolts? You're on this side. You're on that side. That's fine. We can split up the rest of them once they're out there. But at least I'm sending out a core team, and I've done my bit. Telling you what with it. He's my best friend. We have to.
I don't know if I can take 4 more days.
I'll be sick of me by. Okay. So anyway, so you're going to go out there and you're going to follow Vic's instruction. He'll give you the final instruction, but you can tell him your east wall, your west wall, and then you can divvy up the rest of you and off you go.
We really don't want them any higher than this off of the ground. So what's going to happen, you're going to have 2 different teams. On that team, you're going to have a nut and bolt person, okay? That person's responsibility is going to be able to take the nuts and the bolts and the washers out of the box and hand it to the team members that are going to assemble them. If you look at these frames that we've already started, the nuts and bolts are coming in from one direction. In other words, the bolt comes in from this direction on the west side, and on the east side it's coming from that direction. On the outside, it goes a washer and a bolt. Okay, you're correct. A washer and a nut. And then you'll just move to the next one. The easiest way to do this is you'll have one person. We're going to go ahead and do this one. One person on either side of the frame. Go ahead, get down there. Okay, what's going to happen is those holes down. Nope, you're going the wrong direction already. Let's go like this. Stand it up. Walk it over. And then you're going to put it on these. Lift it all the way up. And then somebody grab that one. Bring it to me.
Oh, wow.
Okay, keep walking,
Okay.
keep walking. Okay, bring it down, slowly. There you go, set it down. And then what you're gonna do is adjust it there, line it up to get your nut, or your bolt and nut coming in from this direction. But I need you to work as a team, and I want the same person doing the same job each time, because as you move along, you're gonna get better and smoother. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You're not going to put in any stakes until it's completely up. After you get a frame up and it looks fairly straight, another part of your team will come along and put these back support braces on. Again, look at the original ones that I have on. The support brace has a flat side. I want it on this side of the frame with the bolt going through this side and then wing nutted. That wing nut does not have to be banjo tight. It's just got to be snug because that needs to move a little bit. And then at the back, it's going to go on a flat plate. The plate has holes in it that the stakes go in. Every other plate is reversed. The college boy engineers tell us that that increases the strength of the wall when it's finally assembled. Okay, so if you look at these holes, all I need is the construction teams out here.
Yeah, I worked for Florida out here for a while.
Okay. I got your third time.
But yeah.
No, it's Android.
Hey, Sandra.
Video.
All the PC kids just showed up. You got something they can do? Well, I would say,
Okay, so this is the important, serious part of well, everything is important. But now we're bringing out panels, right? They're not just panels, they're the names of 58,281 servicemen and women who served this country, went to Vietnam and never came home. This is a memorial we're building, okay? There's a reason why we do what we do, so respect the process and follow it to the letter. Again, we are carrying the names of 58,281 servicemen that served in Vietnam. They're not just panels. We call them panels, but think about what they really are. You are building a national monument in your community today. The moment that first panel comes out to the last one going in, we treat it with the reverence and respect that each and every one of them deserve. I'm a mom, so I'll be bossy. No goofing off. I'll call you out on it. But remember this. We cannot do this without you. Every moment you are here helping is every moment we get to honor our Vietnam veterans. We are two people and a trailer. You guys, your presence here is vital. It is appreciated beyond words. And I want to say thank you before I say anything else. So I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, both on behalf of myself, Vic, and the VVMF, and all of the people we are temporary guardians of in here. Okay? Thank you, and give yourselves a round of applause for what you're about to do today. Now, housekeeping. Like I say, these are panels. They're not just panels, they're the names of those who fought and served and didn't come home. There's a way in which we take care of them and bring them out to the wall. Everybody must wear gloves, that they have to be rubber. There's baskets here. You can get them when I finish chatting. If you've any metal belts, buckles, rings, cell phones, anything attached to you, hide them, remove them, put them away. We cannot run the risk of these panels getting scratched. Okay? So that's the first. Everybody who carries a panel with a name on it, it's two people at all times. Even if it's the smallest one, it's a mark of respect. When these panels come out, they will be handed off to you by our handlers in the trailer. I'll have two people, I'll talk to you about that in a minute. They will be handed to you. When you're carrying the panels, the names face the heavens, and you bring them out to the wall. Every panel is marked east and a number and west and a number. From that orangey, greeny cone, depending on your color code preference, that's the apex. That is the center of it. That's where E1 down to E70. From the apex this side to the left of me is W1 down to W70. We start the high numbers and we work our way into the center apex. So you're going to see small panels coming out first. Look at them and see if you're east or west and take them out accordingly. When you, as a panel handler, you will bring it to the wall and you will hand it off to the wall crew, which we will divvy up in a moment. Same crew for construction. They will then receive it, place it into the frame, and they will then, your safety person, then they will secure it, okay? When you go out to the wall with Vic, the crews out there, he will give you a more detailed briefing. So the same crews we had this morning, we will divvy them up the exact same way. David, you're in the, where's my David? You're in here with me, and I'll need two panel handlers. Now, when you're handling panels, they're very heavy. You're going to be touching every single panel, every single panel in this trailer. So I need someone with strong upper strength that can handle it. You're on the short side, but let me finish through. I already have two earmarked. Herm, you're number one, and the gentleman beside you. You come in with me now, please. Everybody construction crew.
That's the muscle from my crew, man.
So this is construction crew we had this morning, east and west. If you would like to go out with Vic to the wall, and he will talk you through the rest, if that's okay.
We need to help each other here. It's very easy to make a mistake and take a hand off a panel. You are carrying the names of the men and women that died for you, for your rights and your freedoms. So don't make a mistake. Carry them with 4 hands, every panel. When they get larger, we'll teach you how to carry them on their edge. Does that make sense to everybody? If there's a specific panel of a name of a service member you want to carry, you need to keep track of those numbers coming out, and we will make sure you get to carry that.
Because most girls my age.
Come here. Well, don't pull.
Since 1982, when the wall was dedicated, people have left items there, mementos, in honor or in remembrance of people on the wall. Family members, buddies. It was a surprise. It was never intended. The lore is that the first item left at the wall was actually a purple heart medal that was thrown into the concrete that was being mixed on site to build the wall that the granite panels hang from. Over the years, more than 400,000 items have been left at the wall. They're everything from those items that are really close to the loss. You know, a family member leaves something like a baby sweater or a stack of love letters, those kinds of things by people who are directly connected. Other items are from buddies, those who shared that service. A lot of times they'll leave a can of beer and a cigarette, or they'll leave medals. Like sometimes you see notes attached to things left at the wall that says, here's the $5 I owed you. It's part of closure for that veteran to his buddy that he served with and now is on the wall. One of the items that I think really sums up why the wall is important to all generations of veterans is a pair of combat boots that was left by a Marine who wore those boots through 2 tours in Iraq. He left a note saying that he was leaving them in honor of the Vietnam era Marines who had served before him. And his note basically says, if you had not come home to insults and jeers, I would not have come home to handshakes and hugs.